Welcome back to Mimi's Organic Eats. Today we're making maple cinnamon olive oil granola. I'm obsessed with this granola because it makes the most crunchy, crispy granola clusters. So if you guys like super crunchy granola and you're avoiding seed oils, this is the perfect recipe. Let me show you how to make it. So first we're gonna preheat our oven to 325 degrees. So next you're gonna need a large mixing bowl and you're gonna add 298 grams of rolled oats. And if you guys are gluten-free, just make sure you're using certified gluten-free oats. Next, we're gonna add in 85 grams of unsweetened white flake coconut. And you guys wanna make sure you're using unsweetened coconut here because we're gonna sweeten this ourselves naturally, so we don't need that added sugar. And then next we have 57 grams of unsweetened fine shredded coconut. And next we have 57 grams of roasted and salted pumpkin seeds. And now you guys can use raw pumpkin seeds too because we're going to toast this, but I have the roasted and salted ones in my pantry because I eat them by the handful all the time. So I just use these and it's totally fine. And then last, we're gonna add in 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. Now we're just gonna mix these dry ingredients together with a spatula. So you're gonna set the dry ingredients aside, and now we're gonna mix up the olive oil and sugar mixture. So I like to measure right into the pot on my scale. So we're gonna do half a cup or 113 grams of extra virgin olive oil. Next, we're gonna add in 127 grams of honey. So next, we're adding in 57 grams of coconut sugar. And then last, we have 44 grams of maple syrup. And then we can't forget just a little pinch of salt. We're gonna do half a teaspoon. Now we're gonna put this over medium heat and heat until the honey and all the other ingredients are completely combined. Remove the honey mixture from the heat and then we're gonna pour it over the top of the dry ingredients and then you're gonna mix together with a spatula until everything is completely combined. You don't want to have any dry parts of oats or coconut. You want to make sure everything is coated in the liquid. Next, we're going to transfer the granola mixture onto a parchment paper lined baking sheet. And it is essential that you guys use parchment paper for this recipe. This granola is going to be super crunchy and like sticky, and it's going to be so much easier if you guys have parchment paper. Now you just want to spread out the granola with a spatula to make sure it's evenly spread across the baking sheet. This will ensure that it bakes evenly and you don't have any parts that are going to burn. Now we're going to bake this granola at 325 degrees for 20 minutes. And then after the 20 minutes time, we're going to give it a stir. And we want to make sure that we stir the granola completely, move out the granola that's on the outer edges into the middle portions out onto the outer edges. This is going to ensure that the granola bakes completely evenly and you don't have any like chewy parts of granola, which we definitely don't want. And if your oven has hot spots, you can feel free to rotate the tray at this time as well. This will also help. Then you're going to transfer the granola back to the oven and bake for another 20 to 25 minutes or until it is golden brown to your liking. Once the granola comes out of the oven, you want to let it cool completely. This is going to ensure that you get those big, crunchy clusters. Then it's time to break it up. You guys are going to get big, crunchy clusters just like this. This is how crispy and crunchy this granola is. Look at this giant piece. So you guys want to make sure that you let your granola cool completely before storing it. And once it's cooled, I like to store it in an airtight container in my pantry and it'll last for about a month. You guys can also freeze this homemade granola just by putting it in a zip bag and storing it in the freezer for up to 3 months. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and leave a comment below. And if you want more easy recipes just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join me next time in the kitchen.